Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Today we're going to start out with our usual Golden Saucer stuff, and then we're going to finish off past Pandæmonium Asphodelos. This week's, oh we haven't gotten there yet. I was hoping we would finish Pandæmonium, the first leg of Pandæmonium last weekend, but I literally couldn't hear out of my right ear on Sunday, so I didn't want to stream. But today we're going to finish it off, and then I'll need to figure out what we're going to do after that. But before we get to that, we've got to do Golden Saucer, which means we need to look at Kai's graphic and figure out what ridiculous outfit we're going to make this time. Alright, this week is insanely easy. We've obviously got classic spectacles. I have the Charlene Custodian's coat actually in my glamour dresser, and I've got Best Man Slack in my glamour dresser, and I think I might even have one of these rings in my armory chest, but I'm just gonna make a plate with the spectacles, the coat, and the Best Man Slacks. With that, let's head on over to the Adventurers Guild and make that glamour plate. I ended up accidentally seeing which bosses were P3N and P4N, and this time we're actually gonna fight Vampire Daddy. And then 3 is the fire chicken that everyone hated on release, because I remember people getting like really frustrated with fighting that thing. Okay, classic spectacles. Yeah, there it is. Charlene Custodian's coat, and then the Best Man Slacks. Where are they? There they are. It'll be an easy, like, 86 points or something. Alright, let's head over to the Aetheryte and teleport up to the airship landing. Oops, getting stuck on the door. That's what I get for looking away from the screen. Okay, airship landing. Then we should be in enough time to get the 3 o'clock gate, which was my intent with starting a little before 3. But first, let's do the mini cockpot tickets. See if I can get any good tickets this time. Alright, big money, no whammy. You can get 789 here. No, of course it was a 123 ticket. Alright, we can get 789 again here. But it can also be 123. Let's hope it's not 123. I said big money. No whammy. Not big whammy, no money. Alright, if it's 123, or if it looks like it could be 123, just go for 123. And of course the one I do 123 isn't 123. Oh well. Let's go ahead and head on over to the fashion report then. Let's make sure to actually apply the plate. Kinda wish I could do the Jumbo Cactpod as well, but I want to get my bonus from having the FC buff up, and that expires at like 5 today. I don't know why they run it on Saturdays. Either way, let's go ahead and present ourselves, and this should be an easy 66,000 MGP. I used to use this jacket as for a glam, but I think I ended up getting rid of it. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be a really easy 100-point week. Yep, 66,000 MGP. Alright, now let's wait around 3 minutes for the gate. What did I do this week? I believe I did... I finished my indicators, all the indicator tools. Well, almost all of them. I didn't do the offhands. I didn't do the primaries for miner, botanist, or fisher. I only did the offhands for miner, and botanist. Because I intended to get the brilliant tools at some point. And apparently that's the good, the pickaxe and the hatchet are good budget options for that. And now that I finished up my crafter set, I don't know what I want to be working towards. Actually, I was working on I actually decided to finally continue the Stormblood Alliance Raid series, because I remember I just wasn't enjoying it, and then I remembered how annoying this stupid kid is. How annoying the boy is. He's just absolutely insufferable. But I pushed through and I got through the second one, and I think I'm on the quest for the third one now. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that, and then I believe that's when I need to be able to unlock Bozja. Or Bojaz. And then I'll have that and Eureka to be working on. Because I've still been putting Eureka on the back burner. I'd like to continue it, but at the same time I really don't want to level. I really don't want to go level there, but then I also need to do my challenge logs in order to efficiently get XP. But I keep on just not doing it. Maybe I'll do that after stream. Maybe I can get some people to do Eureka logs with me. Oh yeah, and I also, when I was doing Wondrous Tales, I ended up getting this axe from the Thoradin Extreme. And I thought it looked okay. It looked better than the Lunar Envoy one. I still need to upgrade my chest. It's still the 560 one from the level 89 gear. The rest of my stuff is level 90. At least 560. Well, I guess that's 562. I guess 590? 580. Alright, clock, let's take over. Should be about to change. Yep, there it is. Air Force One. Let's hope I don't mess it up. Alright, Subattender. Let's get on the ship. Or the plane. Alright, John, take your time. Don't go too fast. You gonna get any red circles? Yep, there they are. There's the first 1,000 points. Shouldn't go that fast. There we go. Triggered trust a couple times. Okay, only 650 to go. There we go, take a hand off the mouse. See, just take your time. Take your time and you won't mess it up. I guess I could go ahead and do, yeah, let me go ahead and do a couple of the challenge logs real quick, just the 2 or 3 minigame ones. We'll do that out on a limb, I think is the minigame. Yeah. It's really quick, just gotta play 3 games. Nope, not there. Right on the money. Won't bother doing a second. Man, where the heck is this thing? A little farther. Okay, that's pretty close. Okay, I need to do one more. Nothing there. Okay, that's closer. Pretty close. Probably right between those. Nope, right there. Let's go ahead and just do one more. Get double down. Nope, that's too far. There we go. Just some quick, easy MGP. Alright, that wraps up the MGP. The Golden Saucer stuff. Now let's head on over to Elpis so we can continue on with Pandæmonium Asphodelos. Go ahead and update the stream text. Let's see, the quickest way to get there, cheapest way to get there would be to teleport. See, right, obviously it's not Novrunt. Let's see, Elpis. I believe we need to go to the 12 Wonders, but I don't remember. So let's check. Yes? No, it's over here. That's right. Okay. Yeah, because this is where you normally come in, but then it dropped us over here when we started the quest. I gotta go ahead and fly on over. There's so many side quests over here. Like every single NPC probably has one. So is the quest out here or is it inside? Oh, clearly. Nope, it looks like it is inside. That's kind of weird to put the quest out there. Take the teleport. I forget what they called these. Let's run on through the gates and head on over to Eric, and I forgot the other guy's name. The guy with the white robes. Who I think may be Elidibus before he became Elidibus. At least that's my guess at the moment. The question is why he has white robes before he's Elidibus. Like, why does he have white robes at all? Is it because of the organization he's a part of? But he said he's supposed to be friends with Azim. Or maybe he means Vana. Either way, let's go ahead and talk to Eric, and then we'll talk to Themis, and then we'll continue on. After witnessing the hippocampus's capabilities, I should not blame you for wishing to avoid engaging any further creations in the place of their choosing. Alas, I doubt we will have the luxury. The fires of creation. Themis is pondering the road ahead. While our our success in sealing away the hippocampus is certainly heartening. The fact that we have yet to see any other warders concerns me. The key ward of Asphodelos is nothing if not cautious. Doubtless he has gathered the warders he could and retreated to a safe area. Let us hope so. It occurs to me that I know little of the key wards besides their magical prowess. Is there aught more you can share? Of course. A man named Hesperos is in charge of Asphodelos. Not only does he have thorough knowledge of the creatures here, but he takes great pains to be a mentor to each of the warders under his charge. He has done much to ensure that I flourish here, in spite of my ineptitude at magic, and I have always known him to be the sort of man who faces difficult decisions with unwavering composure. Furthermore, keywords are not only masters of interment, they can also bend the hallways of Pandæmonium to their will with creation magics. Well, that doesn't sound dangerous at all. With all this in mind, I'm certain that so long as Hesperos guides us, the other warders are safe. Eric, I'm sorry to tell you this, but don't you see the pointed ears? This guy's definitely a vampire. I can see why absolute control over the environs is imperative. Had we faced the hippocampus upon arid sands instead of waterways, I suspect the battle would have ended much more quickly. I mean, it ended quickly anyway. In any case, if this Hesperos is a capable and caring... I thought I saw something appear at the top there. I have no idea what it was, though. Anyway. In any case, if Hesperos is capable and caring, as you say, we would do well to seek him out as soon as we can. He has like as not taken your colleagues to a secure location. The safest place would be the innermost circle of Asphodelos. From there, they could flee to the Abyssos if hard pressed. Even should they have sought safe haven within the other circles, if we make for the fourth, we ought to encounter them on the way. Indeed, and we shall gain a comprehensive understanding of the situation within Asphodelos, which will be essential in determining whether we ought to continue down to Abyssos. The rub, of course, is that I myself possess no power to bend the circles to my will. Instead, we must proceed through the central corridor, which was barred by the Phoenix last I checked. Phoenix. Is that how you spell Phoenix? P-H-O-I-N-I-X. P-H-O-I-N-I-X. No? There's supposed to be an E there. How do you pronounce this? I'm just gonna probably just say Phoenix. FF14, not F14. Or is it Phoenix? Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep calling it Phoenix. Phoenix. I've heard the name before. A fiery bird with life eternal. Excuse me, please inform me what's going on. Beyond unquenchable brilliance, the perfected concept boasts nigh boundless restorative powers, if I recall. Truly an exemplary feat of creation magics. Perfection is ever built on the back of failure, however, and La Habrea suffered countless missteps during his experiments. And he was hardly the only one. This Phoenix will be but one of many attempts at the concept gone awry. Aye, far from evoking wonder, our Phoenix is a creature of fury and wrath, and seeks only to turn the world to ash. thus was confined within Pandæmonium. Development of the concept continued elsewhere, but as the moons turned, more and more researchers abandoned the project as an impossibility, save for La Habrea and his words. When I received word that at long last La Habrea had succeeded where so many had failed, I was nearly overcome. Pray tell, how did the warders of Pandæmonium celebrate their master's accomplishment? They didn't? I don't believe we did. The research of the words of La Habrea has little consequence to our work here, save for those rare times it charges us with a new specimen. Truth be told, I don't remember anyone making note of the occasion. But enough reminiscing. Sorry. But enough reminiscing. We must make ready to confront the Phoenix. While it's possible that it flew off to some other wing of Pandæmonium, we would make that assumption at our own peril. Better to assume that we'll need to bring Asphodelos. We need to bring Asphodelos' most unruly subject to heel. I certainly see no reason to delay. The Phoenix's powers over flame will avail it far less in a barren corridor than anywhere else, so it may well serve us to subdue it sooner rather than later. Yeah, let's do it! What a lovely place. Is he something, Eric? Oop, there it is. Oh my. Well, so much for fighting him in a corridor. What? It seems whoever is behind this can alter the space around us at will. We face an uphill battle. Hold on, didn't you just talk about how the warders can manipulate this place? Impossible. If those were creation magics at work, then that means... Let us confront that reality after we have conquered the enemy in front of us. Every drop of our focus shall be required if we are to inter the Phoenix. Asphodelos, the third circle, now accessible. Alright, let's go ahead and let's talk to Eric and Themis, and then I'll try and see if I can get some people to do this with me. Fight well, friend. We shall gain naught from allowing the larger implications of this to distract us from the fight ahead. The Phoenix's rage will be unbridled, but I trust you are prepared for the worst. Oh, don't worry, I'm used to slaying gods. Anyway, let's go ahead and... let me see if somebody wants to join. I mean, I'm a tank, but it's still gonna take a couple minutes. Like last time, it took each of them Each one, each one took like 10 minutes last time. No one's replying. Probably just jump in queue in a minute if no one says anything. Oh, we got one. Is this the same guy from last week? I don't remember. Alright, let's just go ahead and jump in queue. If somebody else wants to join, we can get them in. Tomorrow they start the 10th anniversary event, which, or I think they are. I know that they're starting the Moogle, new Moogle Tombstone event. So I might stream just doing that. What level is my bard? I need to make sure to actually say, make sure I say it in party chat, not in FC chat. Machinist is very different than Bard, that's good. I really didn't like Bard that much when I tried it. Like in chat, I said I got it to low 60s. The rest of the XP I've gotten has just been from dumping Wondrous Tales XP onto it. So I don't actually have to play it. So I don't know if I said this already, but I believe I know the general twist at the end of Pandæmonium because I accidentally read some stuff. And I know the name of a certain NPC. That's still not going to take away from this. I don't know how we're going to get... I mean, I'm here to fight the bosses and complete everything. Story is interesting, but I'm enjoying the bosses. Even though they've pretty much all been pretty easy. I say all of them. There's been 2 of them. Oh, right. I believe I actually have P3... Oh, no, it was P1 or 2 in. For Wondrous Tales. Wondrous Tales. It's funny. Got one healer, one... Okay, looks like he's healing. I'm actually curious. I want to see... Is this the guy from last week that helped us? I don't think it is. Let's see... Nope, not that one. Last week was the 19th. No, last week was, Or wait, no, that wasn't the right person. Nope, it was a different person. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to think about, getting more hard drive space. Because I've been kind of figuring it out, because I make local recordings of all the streams so that I can have higher quality versions to use for YouTube. And because I want to, well, the thing is, I say the VODs get saved on the VOD channel, but I want to have the 1080p versions for the YouTube videos. And so I have an archive of most of the streams that I've done, like starting from October. And like I've been moving stuff around and kind of figuring it out and like managing the space. And in fact, I actually have a surprising amount of space left because I found something that I could get rid of, or at least move somewhere else. And so at some point I'm going to need to figure it out, because each one of these streams is like, how much space does this one take? Last week's stream was 4.7 gigabytes, and that's just under 2 hours. And I've got 112 gigabytes left on this hard drive. So like, that's like 20? No. I'm not actually doing the math, but that's at least like 20 streams, so I should be fine. Let's see, what are we at now? 6 minutes? Well, it says it should take about 8 minutes, so hopefully it'll take about that. Yeah, we got a healer and a tank. I think he's playing healer. I think, yeah, we looked at this area last week. Really spooky castle asylum kind of thing. To figure out, I know I've said this multiple times, but I need to figure out something to do for Q, because like I've gotten better at just talking about random stuff. But I would have liked to need to figure out something else to do. What do other streamers do? Do they just talk to chat? Probably. There we go. Let's get started with Asphodelos, the third circle. Come on, healer. Don't make us wait. Come on, healer. Don't do this to us. Alright. Right, mega fire chicken. Mythic creation, the Phoenix. That doesn't look like any kind of Phoenix I've seen. Oh, he's got aggro. Oops, okay. I'll need to remember that. I still had my mitigation of those, so I was fine. Experimental fire plume. Okay, I think I see how this is gonna go. Yeah. Scorped Exaltation. No, you idiot, don't stand on me. I'm moving out of the way so that I don't... I'm gonna go over here because these guys keep standing next to me. Darkened fire. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to hit it. Ah, okay. That's how I thought it would work. Left Cinder Wing? Let's not stand on the left side then. Probably shouldn't stand right in front of him. Make sure I pick up this one. Now, are we supposed to overlap them or not? Oh, he's got that one. Whoops, wrong one. I don't know how we're supposed to line this up, but I'm just gonna guess that we're doing this right. Okay, we're not supposed to stand inside of it. Okay. Yeah, that means we should overlap them. Dead Rebirth. I should probably stand with everyone else. Right Cinderwing. going in a circle like that. Oops, stood right in this. Don't worry, bro, I got blood wetting. Don't stand next to me. I know I'm not in a good place, but I'm purposely trying not to, like, I'm trying to not stand on top of you. So can I leap over there? Yes, I can. I didn't see what that attack was called. Don't stand in front of the fire chicken. I still got hit by one of them. Not hit. Drop it right on him. Nope, fire. One of the healers went down. Oops, got hit. There we go. That was a little tricky, but not too bad. Wonder how much worse the Savage version is. I recall people hating this fight. Or loving it? I don't know. I don't remember. It was a while ago. Anyway, Eric's gonna seal him. That's one more creature contained. What is this, SCP? That definitely had some slightly trickier mechanics, but it wasn't that hard. Just need everything. So I still need some gear upgrades. And technically, some of these are upgrades. With that, the Phoenix is shackled once more. However, there is yet the matter of this arena. As you've told us, there is but one person in Asphodelos with the ability and authority to wield such magics. Though, fortunately, it appears he has saved us the trouble of finding him. A contemptible display, as befitting an inferior specimen. Even so, I expected it would at least delay your advance. Imagine my surprise when I saw the chains of internment drag the phoenix back to its cage. Either the bird is even more of a failure than its creators care to admit, or you are no mean trespassers. That's supposed to be mere. I had hoped our suspicions were misplaced, but alas. Keyword Asphodelos? Why? Why have you brought such chaos to your beloved Pandæmonium? Pandæmonium. Pitiless, impenetrable, and utterly steadfast, unlike those charged with its keeping. What has possessed you? I don't understand. Oh, Eric, must you pester me with those inane questions? Think for yourself. Surely you can muster a theory or two with your dim wit of yours. Then again, you have never been one for insight. Why Master La Habrea suffers your mediocrity, I shall never understand. You may look like him, but you are not Asphodelos. I know. Something has warped you, too, from the inside out. The keyword I knew had compassion for all those under his charge, but be they clad in robes or shackled in chains. Was that all a farce? Did you hide your contempt for all these years? Those who are content to merely glimpse the water's surface are doomed to be dragged into its depths. You prove my opinion of you with every word. My mind is clearer than it has ever been. Even now, seeing you feebly grasp for answers makes the bile rise in my throat. Such wasted potential! To be son to Master La Habrea, yet no more skilled with magic than a newborn babe. But of course, it was always about La Habrea. Silence! You are not worthy to utter his name. For once, be grateful to witness a feat beyond your meager abilities. Beyond your shallow reckoning, I have slipped the surly bonds of mortality. I have become one with your mythic creations, and rid myself of imperfections. I stand upon the threshold of godhood. As Hemitheos shall I serve Master La Habrea, ever faithful until the end of days. Uh-oh. You gonna lock us up? And he shall require no other. I think not. Are you so blinded by arrogance that you have lost sight of what it means to serve? Eric is more capable than you could ever know. It was thanks to his instruction that I was able to master the art of internment, both how to wield it and how to break free from it. Brilliant. Let us quit this place. Whatever poison has corrupted Asphodelos' mind, it is plain this power far eclipses our own. We must have time to gather our strength. Flashbang. Weaklings though they may be, it takes a singular aptitude to master internment so quickly. To say nothing of how swiftly that familiar laid low the phoenix. Regardless, their noble aims will be their undoing, where they fritter away their strength in calming the beasts of Asphodelos. I continue my work. Even should they survive long enough to reach the heart of my domain, naught shall await them but doom. I eagerly await your arrival, Eric. Even dullards have their uses. Daddy. Well, now it's been confirmed. I was pretty sure from the stuff I had read that Eric was La Habrea's son. But, that was a confirmation. Okay, let's talk to Themis, wrap this part up. My darkest suspicions have been realized. We face the keyword of Asphodelos himself. More than that revelation, however, Eric worries me. He loved Hesperos more for his compassion, but received naught but scorn from whatever the keyword has become. He has said little since our return. I only hope that the shock of recent events does not prove to be a death knell for his resolve. Okay, let's grab the crit materia. And there we go. Okay, let's sit up. Alright, let's talk to Themis and do the quest for P4N. Who watches the warders? Themis would offer what comfort he can to Eric. Much as I am loath to disturb Eric so soon after what has just occurred, I am afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events, concerning both the keyword and his father. Okay, where's Eric? There he is. The creation of the ward which surrounds Pandæmonium was an outstanding feat of magical prowess, a feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing that we have in common. Ah, so it is true. I'm La Habrea's son. Bereft of his talent for magics or his brilliant mind, but his son nonetheless. Surely this doesn't come entirely as a surprise to you. Nay, I had an inkling when you said you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you hadn't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection with La Habrea. 'Twas La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the words of La Habrea. More specifically, my mother, who was researcher here. Interesting. You did speak of Athena. A chief keyboarder. Before La Habrea. She is your mother, yes? How astute. I can see now why they chose you to lead this investigation. You've the right of it. Athena was my mother, and it was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea had nothing to do with it. I see there was little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed chief keyword when another was already in place. was in place. My mother is no longer with us. I don't think that's true. And La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, with nary a moment spared to mourn her. What love do I owe him now, when he offered not one drop of compassion then? Ah, I see. She is no longer with us. An expression to convey the end of life. I have known only the public face of La Habrea, while he is lauded for his ability to maintain composure in the face of unnerving circumstances. No, that doesn't sound like the La Habrea we know. I must admit that often he comes across as cold. Apologies, but can we speak about something else? This topic isn't an easy one for me to discuss. Of course. There's more pressing matters at hand, after all, namely, how to deal with Hesperos. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperos has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp. And now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing. Quite the opposite, in fact. Every moment we spend chasing after the creations is another moment Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. Sounds good to me. He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to internment. Ooh, that's an interesting thought. In theory, that should be possible. However, is it enough merely to confine him? After all he has done? I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he has worked for. Was it all truly so that he could serve his master? To my mind, he's merely put La Habrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. La Habrea is the chief keyword of Pandæmonium. How would throwing it into disarray win his favor? It doesn't make sense. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him to quarter? We gotta go take him down. I want answers too. If you fail to confine him, I can always strike him down. Yeah, I want answers too. Sure. Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trials you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing I need. Very well, let us try Eric's plan. Thank you, Brilliant. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. When Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of the vampire. I'm just gonna read that as vampire. A beast which feeds off the aether of its prey. Likely, that is the creation Hesperos merged his essence with. And we know all too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. I do too, because I'm here. Asphodelos, the fourth circle, now accessible. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Eric and Themis again, and then we'll see if we can get some people to join us. That Hesperos possessed such a lust for power that he would resort to this. Clearly I misjudged him. I'd like nothing more than to strike him down myself, but seeing you wipe that arrogant grin off his face will taste just as sweet. He called himself a Hemitheos, and claimed immortality. I know not how he discovered this dark art, but his actions do not bespeak a sound mind. Alright, let's go ahead and I'll say something in chat again. See if I can get someone to join. I say 4 in? Yes. Now we get to fight Vampire Daddy. And now we got some revelations about Eric and La Habrea. Although the La Habrea that they're describing does not sound like the La Habrea we knew in ARR. Calm and collected? Oh, well, it doesn't look like anyone wants to join. Let's go ahead and get in the queue. You can always leave if somebody wants to join. This is going slightly faster than I had anticipated, but that's fine. This is what I wanted to get done today. And then tomorrow, I think I mentioned before, I believe the Moogle Tombstone event starts tomorrow, so I'm gonna see if I might start doing some, like, I think the meta might be to do Praetorium runs, but I'll need to see what other people are doing. There we go, that was really quick. Guess people like Vampire Daddy. Anyway, let's get started with Asphodelos, the Fourth Circle. Oh yeah. Well, maybe not the glowy eyes, but... Hemitheos, Hesperos. Spoopy music. Come on, Gunbreaker. I ended up doing more damage and getting aggro. Okay, so what are we supposed to do with this? Looks like everyone's running around over here. Is it gonna rotate? Oh, okay, that's how it works. Okay, so he's setting the stage, like he said. So what's Pinax gonna do? Okay, so this is water. Okay, it's gonna knock us back. Okay. Surprised no one died there. Okay, now we got 3 of them. Okay, we got another water one, I see. I forget what this one was. I think that was just a... So the water's gonna blow us back, so let's not get knocked back. Let's not be too far. Or I need to be, yeah, that's gonna knock us back. And then, I don't know what Hell's Skewer does. Oh, no, right, that's Hell's Skewer. Okay, that's what that one is. And then this one was just, distance one, so we had to get to the corner. Okay, this is interesting. Just gotta memorize some pretty simple mechanics. Okay, Blood Rake is just healing and damage and raid wide. Okay, so no tanks there. I believe I've seen this this bun before in that Easterly Shift. Ah, okay. I get it. Same thing. This one is Shroud though. Ah. Oh, somehow I didn't get hit off. I don't understand that. Southerly Shift. Okay, yeah, this one's gonna be blowing us away again. Yeah. Alright, we got a red mage. I'm like, oh, those healers are dead. Looks like we're done. How did these work? Like that? Okay. No tanks, okay. Let me hit this one. Okay, that was pretty easy. Just gotta memorize the different attacks. Not like it's the last Eden raid, that Utopia. That one was a lot trickier. Pandæmonium Asphodelos complete. No, I don't have that, obviously. Let's need all the gear. So I do actually need upgrades from this. Both the healers died. Nice, got some pieces. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, Themis, we end this here. Fools, I will not be put in chains. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek. The secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception, they shall return to the star with me. You are wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my own terms. Are we gonna get another rated T for teen moment? I remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You are better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandæmonium. You had La Habre's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. He became so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperos' infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was so jealous that the fate had chosen you, and not him, to be La Habre's son. So terrible did this jealousy become that he sought verboten power, power that La Habre would be unable to ignore. How does a pursuit for respect warps one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. It's not uncommon as you might think. It happens, but that doesn't mean it's right. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing. But perhaps that signifies not by my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times. A person you trust to guide you true. How it is so desperately wish their light would fall upon you again. but we haven't spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the likely living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos's magic is fading throughout Asphodelos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facility and restore things to their original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? What? What is this presence? Eric, what lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage which connects Asphodelos to Abysos. Why? Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense the disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. Well, that sounds like fun. A nice, perfect place to end off. Right? A warding sigil? How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to apprise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. Just when I had thought our work to be done, did this tragedy unfold all throughout Pandæmonium? Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandæmonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? It's a stark possibility, yes. The root of this crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague, and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. It is possible that the same magic could have poisoned Hesperos's heart, twisting his affection for La Habrea into a burning obsession. Then, in this altered state, it was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands to reason that they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments, for more potential hemitheoi. That's not good. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues are doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Do not lose heart yet, Eric. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of this creation was long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemitheos, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into Pandæmonium, the patch requires that we wait till 6.2. I mean, that's not what he says. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. With all creation still having free reign of Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus can wield interment magics within their walls as well. At will, the creatures will pose no threat to us. Well, that's useful. Just like that, then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Asphodelos. Just so, I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement. However, you are Asphodelos' sole remaining warder, after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to La Habrea? 'Tis too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Asphodelos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving even a single life within Pandæmonium, then I'm not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Eric and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. You should take this time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I wouldn't help wheresoever I'm able. I would, not wouldn't. Still, I would help wheresoever I am able. After all we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense! You owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the hippocampus's assault. Each of us has arrived at his dire pass by separate paths, but it is only by combining our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandæmonium saved. Thank you, Themis. Hesperos' words seem to have affected me more than I realize. Together we've come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Beryllian her rest. Oh, don't worry, I don't need it. Besides, you have something awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Oh, right, okay, I was thinking there was going to be one more step to this. So yeah, we gotta go back to Labyrinthos and report back to the, doctor guy. Claudian, that's his name. Ah, so you don't serve the convocation. I suppose I needn't worry about you going behind our backs to curry favor with La Habrea. My friend would be very curious to hear what has occurred here. However, I fear that if I left Pandæmonium, the wards protecting it would quickly deteriorate. I hope she does not mind, assuming some of my duties in the meantime. Okay, so I assume that's Azim. I mean, assume that he's talking about Vina. Either way, let's head on over to Euphoria and finish up this quest. Okay, let's fly on in here and talk to Claudian. Professor Claudian has tasked me with recording the ethereal signatures of each and every crystal in his recent orders. As a lowly assistant, I'm honored to be given such an enormous and monumental assignment. That's not glamorous at all. At the professor's behest, we have kept our report in recent events as vague as we can manage. Even if we wish to do otherwise, not much of note has transpired here as of late. Welcome, Brilliant. Back from the past, none worse for wear. I see. So, what did you find? We see there's this asylum thing and there's a bunch of crazy monsters and, I don't think you guys are actually needed anymore, so bye. So, there is evil afoot in Pandæmonium, an already ominous place. I must say, mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly, we are fortunate to see you returned to us in one piece. It appears the voice Brilliant heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived among the ancients, or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains shrouded in mystery. Yet ilm by ilm we shall unveil the mystery. With the help of Brilliant, of course. By her actions was the fabric of the past reshaped. Yet she returns the same present she left. Which can only mean one thing, that her intervention in Pandæmonium's crisis is but of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. There is no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandæmonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. If one of those creatures should escape, what ripples would carry forth into the future? They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. That despair would only feed the terrible beast that arose during the final days. The first final days already had a dramatic effect on the eons that followed. If the scars it left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our present entirely. Whatever the cost, our connection with the future of Elpis must be preserved. I know I have asked much of you already, but can I count on you to continue your work in Pandæmonium? Sure, I mean, I want to fight more bosses. Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? While we cannot accompany you to the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. Okay, I mean, it's not like I need it. Ah, it shines just as splendidly as the day we met. We shall begin work right away. But I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And as matters in Elpis seem to be in a similar state, I must ask that you rest. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. As our research moves into its critical stage, I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. Who's it gonna be? Oh, okay. Mylene is an expert in armaments. Oh, okay, this is the Labyrinthos vendor for the gear. And I did I've turned stuff into the one in Razed Han. Mylene is an expert in armaments from throughout history. Be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges. Should you find aught of interest in your adventures, bring it here and she will be glad to offer her services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras, and would give you goods in return that should aid in your trials ahead. Furthermore, if you ever wish to pursue the records of the events you have reported here, Nimgigi has been taking faithful and thorough notes. She is at your complete disposal. I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I have accomplished in many years of research. I can think of no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we shall find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. Let's see, we're gonna get, yeah, we get the crit materia, so I'll probably grab skill speed. Because I'm gonna end up putting some skill speed on my warrior. Alright, I believe that should be the last quest. Let's see. Oh, that's creepy. Let's see, an unwelcome visitor should be the next part. Let's see, where are the quests? Let's see. Okay, so Abyssos' first quest is an unwelcome visitor. Okay, in that case, we have finished with Pandæmonium Asphodelos, and I think this is a good time to stop. Let's go ahead and talk to Mylene first. Oh, okay, yeah, it's this. So, Asphodelos, yeah. So I need a chest piece, right? Yeah, it's 560. A chest piece or a necklace, which I think... Yeah, this is 560. Okay, this is 580. Okay, so I need a chest piece, so I'll go ahead and buy that. And then... the necklace is 580. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and get the necklace as well. And that's my new gear. Everything should be at least 580 now, right? Yep, including some 620 stuff that I got lucky from retainers. Yeah, I got 620 on that, so okay. Go ahead and fix my... Let me fix my glamour plate first. Alright. Okay, Chocobro, I need you to go away. That's gonna be all for today. We finished the Pandæmonium Asphodelos, and then tomorrow I'm planning... I believe the Moogle event and or the 10th anniversary event starts tomorrow. So there's a good chance if they do start tomorrow, then I'm going to go ahead and do the 10th anniversary event and then try and do some runs. Probably, I don't know what I'm going to figure out what the meta is and what people are doing, but I believe it's probably going to just be spamming Praetorium as usual. And so I'll just probably do like an hour or two of that. Oh man, the light changed. Anyway, that's going to be all for today. Hope you had a good time. Next stream is hopefully going to be tomorrow. But until then, goodbye.